Welcome to Chapter 1, Apne Aspas Dekho. Look around you. From the microscopic bacteria on your hands to the dense forests outside, the living world contains an incredible variety of life forms. In fact, scientists have identified between 1.7 and 1.8 million species on Earth. Mark this down. It is a critical data point for your board exams. This massive biodiversity creates a serious problem: local naming. Take this tree, for example. We call its fruit a mango, but local names change across different regions and languages, creating massive confusion. To solve this confusion, scientists established a global standard system for nomenclature and classification. Without a universal naming system, global scientific communication would be entirely impossible. Systematics uses systematic arrangement, from the Latin systema, to map the actual evolutionary relationships between organisms. Ernst Mayr, often called the Darwin of the 20th century, pioneered the currently accepted definition of a biological species. Early humans classified plants and animals based on their uses for food, clothing, or shelter. Modern taxonomy requires a rigid scientific structure. Classification maps the entire history of life into an organized, readable framework. Carolus Linnaeus developed the Binomial Nomenclature system. Under this rule, every organism gets a two-part scientific name, a generic name and a specific epithet. Pay close attention here. Plant names follow the International Code for Botanical Nomenclature, or ICBN, while animals follow the ICZN, the International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. Expect full forms for these in your exams. The scientific name for mango is Mangifera indica. It's italicized for its Latin origin. Mangifera is the genus, and indica is the specific epithet. The genus starts with a capital letter, the specific epithet with a lowercase. When handwritten, underline both words separately. This two-word format creates a unique global ID for every organism, replacing millions of confusing local names. Organisms are organized into hierarchical categories. Each individual rank is called a taxon. We start at the bedrock, species. These are individuals with fundamental similarities, like the lion, Panthera leo, and tiger, Panthera tigris. Because they share close relationships, they're grouped under genus Panthera. Next, Panthera and domestic cats, Felis, group into family Felidae. Here is a golden rule for exams. As you move up these initial steps, the number of shared characteristics between organisms decreases. Above families is order. Felidae and Canidae form order Carnivora. Orders like Carnivora and Primata fit into class Mammalia. Next, animals join phylum Chordata, though for plants we use division. Finally, the apex, kingdom, splits life into Animalia and Plantae. The higher you go on this pyramid, the harder it is to determine relationships, because the organisms share very few common characteristics. NCERT Table 1.1 is extremely important for board exams. You must memorize it completely. For the housefly, examiners frequently ask for its order, Diptera, and its class, Insecta. Looking at the mango row, mark its family, Anacardiaceae, and its order, Sapindales. For wheat, you need to retain the family Poaceae and the order Poles. This table acts as a reference sheet, proving that even radically different life forms are governed by the same hierarchical rules. Do not make this common board exam mistake. Failing to underline handwritten scientific names separately will result in docked marks. Quickly recap the sequence from bottom to top: species, genus, family, order, class, phylum or division, and kingdom. Read the NCERT chapter line by line. In our next video, we'll move on to biological classification. The taxonomic hierarchy serves as the foundational language of all biological sciences.